You're on. You're well on.
You've got to get it up there, right? So they're all going in a straight line there. You're someone on the edge. Head. Good, Noah.
Lloyd, a 2-1 home defeat. You must be very disappointed with that one tonight against a brilliant Three Bridges side.
Yeah, credit to them first of all. They're a really good side. They played really well. They came out of the blocks really, really quickly. We knew they'd do that, and I'm not disappointed in the result. I'm disappointed in the performance. We talked about what would happen. We knew exactly how they play. And to be honest, for me, all over the pitch, players won't like this. They showed more desire. I just summarised the game in two instances for the players in there. There was an instance in the second half that we had a corner. We put it in the box. They win the first header. We've got someone on the edge of the box. And they end up getting a corner up at our end where they charge out the box. They're 2-0 up, bear in mind, away from home. And they end up 6 or 7 v 2 or 3 at the back from our corner. And I'm like, wow. The first goal they score in the first half, we clear the first ball. We have the opportunity to charge up the pitch. We don't charge up the pitch. We take our time. We let them get back in shape. We then pass it further forward. Then we start passing it backwards. Then we end up passing it to centre half. And then they take the ball off us and they score a goal. So they're right there epitomises the two sides. So when they're dynamic as a side, they go forward in numbers, they go forward really, really quickly and they hurt you. When we have the opportunity to break in numbers, we don't, we break really, really slowly and we turn around quite often and go backwards. And I moan all the time, you hear me, I don't want to see us pass backwards. We pass backwards, we pass backwards, we pass backwards, we give possession away in our half. You keep giving possession away in our half, we'll concede goals. And that's what we did tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that kills teams at this level is pace, and they had it all over the pitch, and we just didn't seem to be quick enough to stay with them, really.
Well, we're quick enough to stay with them, but I don't think we show enough desire to stay with people. So, you know, players might not like what I'm saying right now in an interview, and I don't care, if I'm honest. This is a job for a lot of these players. They get paid good money. And I just said to them in there, there's 4 or 5 that worked hard tonight and tried their best for us. We had to play out of shape. That's not an excuse. We don't like playing Will Moses out right back. It's not his best position. We know that. But all over the park, they showed more desire and more commitment to score goals, and they showed more desire and more commitment to save goals than we did. And you won't win a game of football like that.
So where do we go from here? I mean, second half we were better, and we almost came back into that game but for a fantastic save from their keeper in the last minute. But that probably would have been a travesty in terms of the result.
Yeah, you know, as they walk in the dressing room, people are saying, "Oh, how did he get his hand to that? What a great save!" And it hits the bar. And I go, yeah, but if that goes in, you know, if I was them, I'd want to call the police.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it'd have been daylight robbery. In the first half, we were absolutely terrible. Yeah, yes, in the second half, we dominated most of the possession. We dominated most of the ball in the second half, but we didn't overly threaten their goal. We had chances. We had 2 or 3 chances. We had 2 really good chances in the first half and didn't take them. But overall, in the first half, they were 9 out of 10, and we were 4 or 5 at best. In the second half, they were probably 6 or 7 out of 10, and that's all we were. We huffed and puffed a little bit, wasn't dynamic enough, gave the ball away too cheaply, didn't follow instruction, and I couldn't be more disappointed. And I just said to the boys in there, you know, we can go on about injuries all we like. Everyone knows how many injuries we've got, and we know the quality we haven't got in there. But if we had some of our players back right now, there'd be 4 or 5 not in our team today after that, because they were nowhere near good enough. That's not acceptable. I'll apologise openly to the fans who came tonight. It's a miserable, cold, wet night, and we still had some fans out that come and watch the game. And if I was them, I'd go home disappointed and wonder why I didn't start home and watch Coronation Street or whatever rubbish was on TV, because that was absolutely dire from us in terms of our ability, the ability we've got. We didn't show enough desire and commitment to win the game.
So what happens now? 6 games in, no, too early to sort of panic, I would have thought. But what are you thinking in terms of going forward now?
What I'm thinking in terms of going forward is that I keep saying, everyone keeps saying we've got a really big squad. We haven't. We've got so many players that are still out and are still out long term, and we're banking on them coming back, and they're not coming back. We're 3 or 4 weeks away from still players coming back, so we've got to go out and try and find players that add to our squad, and that's going to be harsh on certain people, because as a club we can't afford to have a squad of 25 people. But what we also can't do is we can't get to 10 games or 11 games and go, and we'll be all right soon because our injuries will be back. You know, again, it sounds like an excuse, but you put Michael West in the team, you put Barry Fuller in the team, you put Sam Hassler in the team, you put Joey Taylor in the team. We're all together different. Joey Taylor is still going to be a while yet. Kane Penn is away tonight. It's a commitment we've always known he's had. We haven't got anyone else, even with a left foot in our side. And that's very, very apparent to me. I've been moaning about it for a few weeks. I keep living in hope that people will come back, and they'll come back from injury soon, but it's not happening. So we need to do a little bit of work and go and find some more players. But it's no good bringing people in who are not adding to our squad and who are better than our squad. We need people that really take us a step forward. And that's going to be hard work finding them at this stage of the season.
Yeah, well, I hope you do. Obviously, immediately it was bounced back on Saturday. Obviously, you're not there on Saturday, but we really need to sort of bounce back.
Well, the positive I can take, Jez, is that when we've had a disappointment, we've bounced back in a really solid way. The players are very, very. I'm very, very see-through about how I felt about that performance in the dressing room. That wasn't a rant and rave afterwards. It was at half time, but it wasn't after the game. It was a realism conversation about where we are, where I think they are, how disappointed I am in our performance and our levels of determination to do the right things and win a game of football. And it would mean that we will work hard as a side to find other players. Because we need to add to the squad. And that doesn't mean anyone in our squad's not good enough, because they are. But when you look round and, you know, we've only got 4 outfield players out there, and we've got a few defenders in them out. We haven't got really many options. You know, Matt Bodkin's meant to be our fitness coach, and he's other than Noah Carney, he's the only other person on the bench that can go forward with the ball. So we're limited with options, but, you know, we can't keep saying that, so we've got to do something about it.
Yeah, okay, well, see you when you get back. Hopefully there'll be some good news from America for you.
Well, I'll be watching the game live on the stream. I'll be talking to the boys, and I genuinely believe that we'll come back on Saturday. We'll be resilient and we'll perform in a very different way. What's disappointing is we can't have them yo-yo performances. That was last season. That was the story of our whole season from the start to the end. And I can't see any changes right now. And we've got a lot of the same personnel. So I might be answering the question for you with that.
Okay, well, fingers crossed, though.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.